am Kris Oldland, Editor-in-Chief of Field Service News, and welcome to this, the third of 4 excerpts from our recent presentation that I recorded with John Hunt, Managing Director of EMEA for Astea, where we discussed how service leaders are adapting to the changing world of field service. The full presentation is a 45-minute long conversation that John and I had around a number of key areas in this topic. And if you'd like to access that full presentation, if you're a fieldservicenews.com subscriber, it's waiting for you in the premium content library. If you're not yet a fieldservicenews.com subscriber, there is a link below. You can complete that form and the full presentation will be sent to you as well. But do check the T's and C's, please, of course. Now, in the first of the excerpts that we did, we looked at exactly how the field service landscape is changing. We've seen some huge changes in terms of technology, in terms of strategy, and then we moved on in the second excerpt to look at how we should be rethinking our KPIs to reflect these changes. Of course, perhaps one of the biggest changes that field service companies across the globe are facing is the shift in workforce from the aging workforce, retiring workforce of the baby boomers to the incoming millennial workforce that is now becoming more and more part of the framework of field service in terms of the delivery, management, and the technicians, of course. So in this part of the presentation and in this specific excerpt, John and I take a look at how these workforces are differing, what the differences are between the baby boomers and the millennials, and how we should be accommodating and understanding the differences between these two sets of workers and make sure we're getting the best out of all of our workforce.
Today, service leaders need to embrace contingent and third-party workers if they want to succeed. But the question is, how do they adapt to this new reality? How do they make that change?
Yeah, I think I'm big on foundations today too. So I think it starts at the very foundation of a services organization. It's people, just as you said. As great as any technology is in the services industry, the people are really it.
Yeah.
Right? You can't run a field service organization just with a system. Right. So I think it's founded in recruitment of top talent, development of top talent, and retention of top talent. Recruit, develop, retain.
Yeah.
Rinse and repeat. Surprisingly, this capability is not every HR leader or services leader fortes. Mm-hmm. Right? It's not.
Yeah.
In the last couple of years, we're seeing more and more CPOs, not chief product officers, but chief people officers.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
So organizations, just to name a few, so Viacom, Lyft, Tesla, they've appointed those chief people officers, CPOs, in the last couple of years. And what does that mean? So it's a highly influential leader at the top of the organization in the C-suite. They are team builders, strategists, culture creators, nurturers, number crunchers who are doing their own data analysis on the people, the trends they're seeing in the people process, all to create a differentiated employee experience that bleeds into how your customers perceive what you hope is your service differentiation.
Yeah.
Your people.
Yeah.
And again, whether they're the service ambassadors, the feet on the street or the feet in the factory, or the person in the contact center with whom they're interacting with. Right. So whether recruiting, developing, and retaining their own direct workforce or the contingent workers, I think most of the same principles apply. Robust and intuitive programs and tools available at each stage of the people part of the services process are vital. The underlying artificial intelligence to make it easy for people to schedule and be scheduled. Some other examples, mobile warehouse solutions to enable order, pick, pack, part, and ship a part. The mobile field service technician solution to receive that same service order, receive parts, put them into service, decommission a part or a machine, and return it for safe disposal using reverse logistics capabilities. Every step of the full service life cycle needs to be intuitive and easy on the surface and working like crazy under the surface based on world-class innovation and tech. Just like a duck gliding across the water.
Yes.
That pond looks like glass. It's tranquility and peace on the water surface, and that duck is paddling like crazy.
Yeah.
So under the water is that workhorse of a full service life cycle platform. So that's what you want your people, ducks, and underneath them is that a service lifecycle management solution, right? Yeah.
Okay, so this brings us to the end of this particular excerpt from the series. And now remember, if you've enjoyed this conversation, if this is a conversation and these are topics that are important to you in your role as a field service professional, there is a full 45-minute discussion where John and I went deeper into some of these topics. And that is available for you if you're a fieldservicenews.com subscriber. It's already there in our premium content library waiting for you. Now, if you're not a fieldservicenews.com subscriber yet, good news is you can still access the full presentation. There will be a link below. You need to click that link and complete the brief form that's there. Please do, of course, read the terms and conditions, and having completed that, you will gain access to the full presentation. But for now, thanks ever so much to John for joining me on this excellent discussion, and thank you all for taking the time to listen. We'll see you again soon. Take care.